I'd like to share with you something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Levi Yitzchok, on the Parshas Bolok. This week's Parsha, we have all the prophecies that Bilam said about Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people. In the last prophecy, he says, Reishis Goyim Amalek, that the first and the head, so to say, of those that rebelled and fought against the Yidden was Amalek. In the Chassidus, it explains, brings down Rabbi Levi Yitzchok, and he has a beautiful remez in gematria, numerical value, how it fits. The Medrash says in Torah Kohenim and Parshas Bechukoisai on the tribe and the nation of Amalek, uses the word Yodeya es Riboinoi. He knows Hashem, umechaven limrid boy, but still in all he has the intention to rebel against Hashem. Comes Chassidus and says every word in Medrash is exact. They use the word Yodeya. The etymology, the root of that word is da'as, knowledge. We all know what the Rebbe explains in Perek Gimel of Tanya, that a person has chokhmah, bina, and das, wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. The difference is, in a nutshell, chokhmah, bina is the understanding of a person in Hashem, his greatness of Hashem. But even after you understand something, sounds good, makes sense, but then you have to bond it with you. You have to connect it with you. And that's das. Das means bonding and connecting. Like it says, V'odom yoda Chava, just like Odom, it says in the Pasuk, he knew Chava. What do you mean he knew? He got married to her and bonded with her and became one and built a family. So das means that whatever you understand in your Chokhmah Bina, it could still be above you or not really connected to you. And when you internalize it, digest it in such a way that it becomes part and parcel of you, that's das. And this is what the clip of Amalek was. He told the Jewish people, oh, it's good you learn. Even if you learn Torah, you see the greatness of Hashem. But we don't have to get too excited. And the main things he wanted is that once a person is successful in having that midah, that virtue of das, then you bond it and you connect it, then you're going to feel it in your heart. That's the connection of the seichel, the intellect, with your emotion, your heart. Once you have a fiery motivation in your heart, then the Alter Rebbe says you're going to do mitzvahs, because love of Hashem brings to the mitzvahs, the 248 positive mitzvahs. You have fear and awe in your heart. This will hold you back, that you shouldn't chas v'shalom transgress something that Hashem doesn't want. The 365 mitzvahs loises said that the Alter Rebbe explains in Perek Daled of Tanya. So das is a very important component, which bridging, connecting your seichel and your midas. And here's where Amalek comes in. The Rebbe says it's from the lashon that it says in the pasuk, Molak es roisha, he snips off the head, which means he wants that the seichel shouldn't connect to the feelings in your heart. So that's the midah of das. And that's why it says, he has good understanding of Hashem, but he wants to attack the das. Comes Rabbi Levi Yitzchok and has a beautiful gematria. Every name in Torah is so exact. Amalek has 4 letters. Aleph, Mem, Lamed, Kuf. Look at this interesting thing. Das adds up, has 3 letters. Dalet, Ayin, Tov. Adds up to 474. Now look at the interesting thing. If you take the letters of Amalek, Ayin, Mem, Lamed, Kuf. When you have gematria, you have the letter itself, but you also have how Amalek wants to reveal himself, so to say, and he wants to affect another Jew or another person. So you have Amalek himself, and you have how he reveals himself to others. That's similar to letters that you can have in your mind, which you think about, or when you verbalize it. When you verbalize something, you're talking to someone else. So that's called in the Hasidic language called milui. Milui means how you verbalize the letter. Now, if you take these 4 letters of Amalek, Ayin Mem, Lamed, Kuf. Look how you verbalize each letter. The letter Ayin, so when you verbalize it, you are really saying three letters. Ayin, Yud, Nun. Together, that adds up to 130. The next letter is Mem. You verbalize it, Mem, 80. Third letter, Lamed, Mem Daled when you verbalize it. That's when the clip of Amalek comes out, 74. Kuf, 186. Add up these numbers together. 130, 80, 74, and 186. You will get exactly to 470. If you count also the letters, the four letters, Ayin, Mem, Lamed, Kuf itself, you have 474. And that is the exact gematria of Da'as, 474. So you see how when this Klippa Amalek wants to reveal itself, wants to come out, and wants to affect Chas v'Sholem, a Jew or the Jewish nation, that's when you have Amalek b'milui. It also adds up exactly with the four letters of his name to Da'as, to tell you this is the Klippa of Amalek. And he doesn't want that what you understand. You learn a Maimi, you learn a Sikha, you learn whatever it should be, a letter from the Rebbe. He doesn't want that you should bond with it. So his klippa is, this is the Reishis Goyim, this klippa of Amalek. And this is what Chassidus was all about, that they wanted that you should have the das. And this is what the koyach is of this midah, the special midah, that whatever you understand, you have to work to internalize it. It shouldn't be any blockage that from your seichel it should come out into your midas. And once it comes out from your intellect into your emotion, then you have the proper action. But the klippa of Amalek wants to attack this das. And you see how it fits exactly with the name of Amalek.